horror and chaos V2 in the name of Runie Rose. Now, lunatics, welcome one another as I shall welcome you. Hi, 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 hi,
Ooh,
hi, hi. Good evening, happy Runie Ruse. Man, I love Zatsus. Makes for a great way to decompress midway through this short work week. Plus, when we're talking with Runie, all chatter becomes idle chatter. Hope you've had a good day, Runie.
Wow.
Detroit Metal City Idol Runie is such an opener. Shh, 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 shh. Happy RUSEDAY! It was a lot of fun seeing you and the rest of Euphoria play some absolute team yesterday.
Wow.
Your Ghostface will live rent-free in my head for a long time. Truly, she is Sakana's perfect idol! Hi, hi, everybody! I am very proud at the amount of lunatics who absolutely immediately pegged that we are not doing idle chatter today, as in IDLE, as in of no consequence. No, we're talking about something of much consequence. Actually, perhaps the most consequence, okay? And that is IDOL, idols. Yay! Yay!
Warng.
Are you guys ready? How evil are you? I'm like, whoa! Ah!
Wow.
I'm super evil. You guys tell them how evil I am. Tell them. Cute idol woman, but evil. Exactly. Thank you for the tip, Papa Bison. Wong. Happy birthday! I'm very excited to talk to you guys today about well, we're gonna talk about VTubers and we're gonna talk about idols. I kind of have a thesis for you guys. I don't know if you guys are ready for my thesis. Words can't explain her evils. Thank you. Defending? Perhaps. Is there gonna be a test afterwards? No. No. There's not gonna be any tests. Nope. No tests. This is purely me talking at you about what I think and I feel. And you have nowhere to escape to. You're trapped with me. Yatta. The usual then, yes. Unironically my favorite, yeah. Yay! Hope you've been having a good ruse day. No. Today has, well, I'm feeling better now, but it was not the best. Did not start out the best, and I don't know if you could hear Hellcat, but Hellcat might be a little extra needy. Actually, Elder Hellcat. So usually Hellcat that comes and visits you guys, that's younger Hellcat. Elder Hellcat might be a little needy because, y'all, he got locked by accident in my linen closet. Like, for a long time. Like, overnight. I didn't know he was in there. He must have jumped in at some point. Anyways, he's very, very, very upset about it. And I've been really upset about it too. I know. That's the thing, is he really wasn't making that much of a racket. You guys hear him on screen. He has a voice, okay? He has a voice, he has a loud voice, and he uses it not infrequently. And for some reason, he wasn't screaming and crying when he wanted out. He didn't go to the bathroom in there. Yes, he did. He did. But I mean, how can I blame him? He was stuck in there for like hours and hours and hours. I think he was in there for like, oh my, I don't even want to think about it because it makes me really upset. He was in there for a really long time. So, I had to clean that up this morning. I have, luckily, my cats don't usually pee on things, so I wouldn't have had this otherwise, but I had a roommate and her cat peed on things. And so from that experience, I have like this enzyme cleaner that works for cat urine. And luckily it was like the linen closet in my bathroom, so it was like hardwood floor. So I just threw, I had like some, what do you call it? Like paper envelopes on the bottom of the floor, like in case I need to mail stuff. I was just like throwing them under there, saving them. He went on those. So I just obviously threw those away. And then I cleaned the area. And then, yeah, I like poured the enzyme stuff and just let it soak all day. So it actually doesn't smell anymore already, which is nice. But yeah, I got lucky that it was hardwood floor and stuff. Closest things to idols comes in hearing a cat urine story. Listen, we're gonna get to that later. We're gonna get to that, okay? Forgive me for answering a question. Forgive me for telling you guys about my day when you're the one who asked me. I'm sorry, I didn't understand that I needed to get exactly to the point immediately with no other things added in there because you don't care about how my day actually went. You don't care about my thoughts. Okay, you just want to hear the essay? That's it? That's it? You just want me to get to the point and then turn off the stream? Wait. Yeah, that's why my day started off a little rough. But I'm actually feeling better now. I came home, my mom had a present for me. She gave me a labubu. It is very, very cute. She didn't even know I wanted a labubu, so I just got very lucky. I was like embarrassed to admit that I wanted one. I was like, first of all, I'm not buying one. You guys know what those are? Like those little, they're really popular little like stuffed toys. They're really, really popular right now. They've got these creepy, horrible little faces. And they wear like they look like they're wearing a onesie.
Wow.
And they've got like rabbit ears. And they're the cutest things I've ever seen in my life. And I wasn't gonna buy one for myself because I was like, I'm trying to go to Japan. I'm trying to save money. Like I don't need to start collecting things. And then also I just felt, you know, like the immature sort of like embarrassment, like the, oh, but everybody likes them, so will I look lame if I'm like, okay, but I also kind of like them? Am I gonna look lame and stupid if I say that I also like this very trendy thing? Which is a really immature way to go about things. I should just, why do I care? It's cute, and I wanted one. But because of that, I didn't tell anybody that I wanted one. But my mom knew somehow. She knew. She knew. It's like she knows me or something. No, you're definitely lame for that. I need to add a new slide. I need to add a new slide. It's too late now. But I think this presentation is going to be sorely missing a slide. Imagining Runema fighting at the pop-up shop, taking out several orders, all to get Runie the Labubu before it sold out. I don't know how she got it. But it's really, really cute. And I love him. I love his chubby little belly, and his stupid teeth, and his little mischievous grin, and his dumb ears, and his scuffed nose. Very cute. Happy birthday, Runie! Your streams are always a joyful and bright part of the day, capable of healing sadness. What do you call a K-pop song about coffee? A beautiful melody. Really love. Wait, why did it have to be a K-pop song though? Why couldn't it just have been any song? What do you call a song about coffee? A beautiful melody. Right? I could listen to you yap until the heat death of the universe. Please never stop rapping. Really? Really? Because I was getting the impression you didn't like it. Nah, there's no way. There's no way. There's no way. No. I don't even believe you. We love hearing about your day. No, you don't. There's no way. It can't possibly be true. You're begging to hear it. No. I don't believe it. Runie's voice is ASMR no matter what she's yapping about. I'm really glad that that seems to be a popular sentiment, because otherwise, I think there'd be a lot less runatics. If I actually had to find people who were, like, legitimately into all of the same things that I am, and wanted to hear me yap about them for those reasons, I think it'd be a lot harder to do. Did y'all hear that? You guys can't hear that, can you? My new microphone is filtering. It's Rune Mama, she's losing her mind. She's losing her mind. Whatever it is not funny.
Wow.
She's laughing. I don't know. Yeah, you guys used to always be able to hear it. On the old microphone, that would have blown your ears out. It was very, very loud. But on my new microphone, you couldn't even hear it. I don't care if there are one or more pieces, and I'm still here. No! That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm glad that it's not topic dependent, because where would I find the very small intersection of people who like to yap about Lord of the Rings, idols, and One Piece? And Phasmophobia. It'd be tough, wouldn't it? Yeah, and Phasmo.
Wow.
Hey, you got a lot of us into your interests. Well, that was my whole point in becoming a VTuber, if you do remember. My ultimate goal that I am striving towards the absolute most is to have enough power and influence that people will just get into the things that I like, because they like me so much that they want to experience the things that I like. You see? I guess you could call it corruption. I guess. I wouldn't call it corruption. It's much more innocent than that. Corruption. No. I'm not hopping on slop though, Phasmo? The heck are you talking about? How are you gonna sit here and call Phasmo slop? What kind of slop? What the heck is your... What is your definition of slop? Anything that's popular and successful? That makes it slop? It's extraordinarily ironic that you would specifically call Phasmophobia slop, considering Phasmophobia literally inspired a slew of slop copy Phasmo games, like Ghost Hunting Slop. Like, the slop is based on Phasmo. Like, Phasmo is the thing. And then all of those, like, derivative games. Those are the slap. Get... Am I being baited? Am I being baited? There's no way! There's no way! There's no way! No way somebody actually thinks that. There's no way you think that. I just wanted to speak my beliefs. No, you didn't! You don't even really think that. You don't! You just, what, are you happy? You got what you wanted. You just wanted to hear me get mad. Well, I'm mad now. Are you happy? Phasmophobia slop. Literally, that's like calling Resident Evil survival horror slop. Are you bonkers? I'm calm. I'm calm. I'm calm. I'm very calm. Don't even say I mean it is. You want a piece of this too? Is that what it is? You see someone else getting yelled at and you're like, ooh, I want some of that. So I'm also gonna type something absolutely ridiculous that nobody would ever think or say? That's what you're gonna do right now? Get out of here. Yes. Please, please, please. I mean, no. You know you can backspace. The sound is not me kicking my leg. How in the world did kicking your legs sound like that? First of all, you ought to know that I'm standing up, as per usual. So kicking my legs would be like running. Second of all, even in a chair it wouldn't sound like that. What the heck? Backspace is broken. That would be a really bad button on your keyboard to break. I guess you could try using delete instead. Where's your delete button? Why are you doing that face though? I'm not. What are you talking about? Also highlighting the text and typing over it. Yeah, what happened to your mouse? Don't worry, you guys. Their backspace button, their delete button, and their mouse, all obliterated. So when they start to goon, they just have to commit to it. That's what I say now, okay? If you can't backspace, you can't delete, if you can't highlight and type over, then you just have to commit to the goon. That's all I'm saying. Yeah, you heard me. To the bag with you. Pay attention, okay? I have important things to say today. And you guys are in my chat talking about goon bags. What's wrong with you? I got you coyed. I got you coyed for you guys. I got you coyed. And then you're acting like this. ticking me off. Being wild in my chat. You're embarrassing me. I'm gonna have to take that gachikoi back. What the heck? I thought you'd be nice to me. That gachikoi was for the runatics when they're nice to me. Okay? When you're playing games like this, it's no longer for you.
Wow.
Happy Canada Day to my favorite saleswoman at a Canadian coffee company. Hey, thank you. Happy Canada Day. Happy Canada Day. You think this is a game? That's what you guys think. That's what you think. Happy Leaf Day. Happy Leaf Day. Alright. No karaoke or hand cam detected. Tsundere protocols will continue. What the heck? Hi, baby. I know. I know. I know. He's so pitiful. I'm sorry.
Wow.
We are as you have made us. Maybe. Thank you for the rose. Thank you. Thank you for the rose. All right, are you ready? Are you guys ready? It's been, how long has it been? Like what? Like 20 minutes? Excuse me, Runie. I was wondering, what is your opinion of mimes? Seriously, right when I start, literally like clockwork, right when I start to get onto the topic, I say, hey, let's get onto the topic at hand, and then you're gonna hit me with the mimes question? I'm about to hit you guys with the gachi pow! You need to know. You need to know. No, you don't. All right, you guys. I want to know. Are you ready to hear my thesis about VTubers and idols? Do you guys want to hear what I have to say?
Wow.
Yes, 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 yes. Okay. This is my thesis. VTubers are the closest thing that the West, or otherwise English-speaking communities, have to Japanese pop idols. You guys didn't see that coming, did you? You didn't see it coming, did you? Elaborate, please. I will be. Trust. Ooh, boy bands? Not even close. Not even close. Not even close. No. It's not the same. It's not the same. Alright. I come from work.
Wow.
And this is the first thing that I see on stream. Funny. I was an idol fan for years. Wait, why'd you stop? But you just decided you hated idols one day? I need an explanation. All right.
Wow.
Oh, I feel like he ain't even say that. Okay, but context is called context, right? I was an idol fan for years is not the same as I currently love idols. Weird way to phrase it if you still like idols. As somebody who likes idols, I wouldn't phrase it like that.
Wow.
He never stopped being a fan of idols. I mean, he's here watching you, right? Hey, let me prove my thesis first, silly. NSYNC best idol group. Shout out Justin Chan. Nah. Bye bye bye. I can definitely see the argument with boy groups, but in my opinion, things like NSYNC and Backstreet Boys infinitely more similar to K-pop than they ever will be to like Japanese idols and Japanese idol culture. And if you don't know the difference between like a J-pop idol and a K-pop idol, then well, maybe I'll explain it to you. Yeah, maybe I'll explain it to you. Cause it's very different. It's very, very different. I have the floor. Okay. But this is I should say this isn't gonna be like comprehensive education on idol culture at all. First of all, I'm not qualified to do that. I'm definitely an idol fan and I followed idols for years and years, but I'm also a dumb gaijin who can't speak Japanese and has never even been to Japan, so there's only so much that I can really core roots understand, so like, not an expert at all whatsoever, right? All right, taking this as 100% fact, no! Okay, so to make this argument, I wanted to talk about some idol culture staples. So these are all things that I think make like J-pop idols unique, and like liking J-pop idols, following an idol group, participating in that culture. These are things that I feel like are like really cool with J-pop idols. And this like unique combination doesn't really exist outside of it, not in the same way. But also I feel like I'm gonna bring up these specific things because they're things that I already see, like very similar mindsets and actions, experiences in VTuber culture. They don't translate like one-to-one, but I do think that they're really, really similar in like what they fulfill, if that makes sense. So that's why I'm gonna bring up these specific things, but I also wanna say this is not like comprehensive. We're not gonna talk about like every aspect of it. These are just the 4 things that come to mind. Right? Will you talk about specific VTubers and their influence? No. No. It's gonna be a lot more about idols than it is about VTubers. Just so you know. But also I should say that when we get into the VTuber stuff, I'm talking like specifically about English-speaking VTuber community. Because a lot of things like and differences and stuff don't really exist in the same way that they do for English VTubers with Japanese VTubers. The culture translates a lot easier and a lot quicker in Japan for Japanese-speaking VTubers. So this is specifically about English VTubers and how I feel like it's the closest thing that English-speaking audiences really have to like idol culture. Okay, so we're gonna talk about Woltage or Ultage, however you want to say it. We're gonna talk about call guides. We're gonna talk about flower stands. And we're gonna talk about call and response. These might seem like they're the same things, but they're not. Don't worry, they're not. They're different things. Are you guys, like how many of you are like totally like up to date, you understand all of these? You know none of this. Okay. I see a few people know flower stands and a few people don't. Will there be a quiz? No, there's no quiz. No quiz. About a half, about 2 of them. 4 out of 4, 4 out of 4, none. Okay, I'm seeing, yeah, okay. So we've got like a whole mixture of people. 0 out of 4, no idea, 1. I'm lost. Can there be a quiz? You guys want some Rue points, don't you? Don't worry. If you're craving Rue points, just make sure that you come to the stream on Friday for the 4th of July. Those lunatics who are united may or may not be able to earn some Rue points. No, it's not a trap. It's not a trap. All right. We're gonna talk about flower stands first, because this is like really simple. So this is something that idol fans will typically do, not just like anime idol characters, but also just for like any groups. And basically like either a single fan sometimes, but I feel like it's more common like a group of people will get together and they will fund like a bouquet basically, but they also like they'll put these little signs in it. Sometimes they use official art, but sometimes like you can see over here you've got like fan art, so they might have like you know, someone in the group might draw the art and stuff, and someone might make the poster, and they kind of all work together and fund like these flower stands to show their appreciation. And these show up at like concerts a lot of times. I think they do this. I think they also do this in K-pop. But they also like weaponize it evilly in K-pop by like sending idols they don't like funeral wreaths and stuff. I don't think that happens in J-pop. Not that I've ever heard of. It's like a happy thing. It's like a sweet thing. Yeah, they almost always are flowers, but like I said, that it can have other things in it, like these very sweet like messages that they've written, artwork that they've made, and like the signs, balloons, stuff like that. And some of them get really crazy. Like you can see this Love Live one is like literally shaped like the idol costume, which is bonkers to me. Right? No, I know what you're thinking. That maybe you've never seen this before with VTubers. So how is this similar to, I should say English VTubers, because JP VTubers absolutely get this. You've never seen this. Maybe, yeah, you've never seen this. So like, how is this the same? Let me tell you how it's very similar. Because fans of English VTubers will and have get together before an event, and they'll plan something together and put it together to give to their VTuber. Like, I don't know, like maybe a certain group of lunatics that made me a cute little poster, right? Oh, did people do it at Offkai? I mean, I would absolutely believe it if people start doing this. But I feel like this is already something that is like prime for happening in the English VTuber sphere, because fans are already willing to get together and plan things together, to go in on something and prepare it to present to the VTuber that they like at an event, like a concert or a VTuber convention, etc. Right? I've seen it at an EN VTuber concert in America. I think we should see it more. I think there's such a sweet way to show appreciation, and I think they're really cool. I have gone in on flower stands before when I've gone to concerts, and it's really cool. We're gonna talk about something else like kind of similar to this later, but this is just one of the things that I guess not necessarily specifically the act of like getting a flower stand, but the act of like community members organizing amongst themselves like a gift or a presentation for a VTuber. Like, you guys absolutely do that already in the English VTuber sphere, which is something that J-pop idol fans also do. Okay? Next, we're going to talk a little bit about Otage. Now, I want to before I talk about before I talk about what I think that we do that's also kind of similar, I want to make sure that we're all like on the same page. And I'm also gonna just like kind of show you guys a little bit of what it is in case like some people here might not really know at all what it is. Maybe you've never seen it before, or you like kind of know what it is, but you don't know a lot. This is not going to be comprehensive by any means. It's just gonna be a light dusting of information, you know. So, but just so you can get like a little bit of an idea. And the first thing that I want to point out is, when you hear people in the West talk about Otage or Wotage, they could be talking about one of two things. What we're talking about today is like fan chants, but then there's also like the Sai Lume dancing. So, hold on. I've got like some video examples. Let me turn off my BGM.
There once was a ship that put to sea. The name of the ship was a belly of tea. The winds blew up her bow, up down, oh below my bully boys.
I didn't check what song this was. I just grabbed a link. I hope that doesn't get... Yeah, the music... We're going to be playing music in this, so the stream is not going to be monetized for sure, and that's fine. I just hope that... I'm not familiar with this song, so I hope that whatever this song is doesn't get me like... doesn't get it taken down. It's okay if it's not monetized, I just don't want it taken down. Will the VOD survive? I don't know. I played a few seconds of it. Maybe I can mute it if it does. Hopefully it'll just take the monetization off, because that's fine. We're not going to be able to monetize this anyways because we're going to be playing too many songs. But basically, I wish I just picked a song. I was making this right before stream, so I was in a hurry. But if you guys have ever seen this style of dance before, that's true as a sea shanty, so it's probably fine, right? I don't know. But also things can be like totally fine, and then YouTube will still take them down. So who knows? Like can I do this specific one? I don't know. Anyways, this was a very weird song to choose. I wish I paid attention to that. I was working too fast. But basically this type of dance, it's like has the same origin as the fan chants, but at some point they kind of like branched off. So this is something that's super, super cool and I think really fun. I've never really gotten into it or learned how to do it. But this is also like, people get really into it. They build whole communities around it. They get together and film videos, but this is more like an activity outside of a concert. So like you might get together and have like a competition and then people do the dances with the pin lights to songs, or you might just film videos. You might meet up every week to practice and learn new ones just as a hobby. But you would rarely see this kind of thing actually at a concert. I just wanted to make the distinction because if you just like type like RUSEDAY into like YouTube or whatever else, you're gonna get a lot of this, which is not really what we're talking about today. What we're talking about is like fan chants. So I'll probably continue to call it fan chant from here on, but especially in the West, like you will hear both things called WOTA. So if someone says WOTA, they might be talking about this, but they might also be talking about this. So it can be a little bit confusing. Yeah. Because, or mixing, yeah, they might call it mixing. So this also the fan chants can also be dancing though. So it's not distinctive, just like, oh, this is dance and this is like something you just call, because there's dancing in both. But it's kind of like what you would do at a concert and then like a separate dance activity, if that makes sense. Oh my goodness, oh my, what have I stumbled upon? As if malice was made of flesh, precision manufactured into the most beautiful figure, with bewitching eyes and ensnaring smile, luring us in like lambs to slaughter. May I require a happy birthday song from Evil herself, from Canada. The Canada itself is asking for me, quite respectfully, might I add. Maybe those of you hoping for birthday songs in the future could take notes of this poetic gratitude that I've been afforded from Canada itself for a happy birthday song. It's happy birthday to Canada. Yeah. First of all, thank you very much for the aka tip. Thank you. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Canada daisuki. I've never been to Canada. I would like to go one day. But I've actually never been. But I don't know the anthem, man. I'll just have to sing my regular happy birthday. I haven't sang it all today, so this might not be good. Happy birthday, say hooray, let's convey our hearts. So we're so happy to have Canada here with us. Happy birthday, let's display the joy in our hearts. Don't dare disobey. Have a Ruse Canada Day. Yay! Happy birthday, Canada! Happy birthday, Canada! So this is the power. Thank you. So I have an example here from Kamiyado concert, which you guys might recognize this group. This is the group that sang the Grizzly Bear song that I sang during my first Valentine's karaoke, if you guys remember that. So this is what we're talking about. So this is what we're talking about. Let me pause it when you can see the crowd. This is a guide, so you can see they have the guides in the corner. Also, just so you guys know, if you're ever... Can you not? If you're ever looking at a guide and you see... Oh, does it get rid of the... There we go. If you're ever looking at a guide and you see like these little dots, that means that you like fill in with the name. Almost always. So, like your favorite member's name, you might put it there. Or like if it's coming right after a member just saying a part, then you would say whoever just sang that part, typically. So that's what those little circles, it's like just indicating that you would fill that in, right? So like, for example, earlier I said runetic in the place where you would have said like Hina or Muyu or Amy, etc. And an interesting thing about this is, I feel like traditionally, you're only supposed to do this for like your Oshi, if that makes sense. Like, if you went to a concert, you wouldn't necessarily like call out this chant if this wasn't your Oshi. Like, if she wasn't your Oshi, you might not do this one. You would just do it for your Oshi's lines. But I feel like that's not how it rolls in the West. In the West, like, you're just gonna do all of them. It's just more common to like everybody. And even sometimes you'll see people say minna instead of saying their one Oshi. You wouldn't do it like after a solo line. But like, for example, if you were gonna gachi koi, you might say minna instead of one person's name, which means like everybody. Exactly, yeah. So you would say that to indicate that you mean everybody, not mina like mean hina. Like, I my pronunciation's really poor, but like minna. Yeah. But I feel like that's much more common in the West for people to not really have like one singular Oshi. They might like all of them kind of equally, or they might like two the most or something like that. So that's neither here or there. Just an interesting. But I wanted to show you guys. Yeah, so this is what we're talking about, like these chants that you can hear them saying, and then having the light sticks, doing hand motions with the pin lights, etc. That's the kind of woda that we're talking about today. From now on, I'll just call it like fan chants. And then just for fun, I'm just going to show you guys some more examples. If I'm not demonetized yet, this will get me demonetized, just so you guys know. Westerners can't stop cheating on their Oshis. Yeah. It's because Westerners are greedy. You're so greedy. You can't be satisfied with just one. You've got to have more. More. Or you could think of it like, you have so much love in your heart that it just spills over, and you have enough love to spread it around. However you want to look at it. No, it's cope. It's cope. All right, we're gonna watch this from AKB. I wanted to show you guys this one because you can hear a lot of like really classic ones in this. So this is like your standard mix. And then you'll hear them say names. Minami. You hear it? Sometimes they might say like Chokwai, Minami, like the name, or you might hear like Ore no Minami, which is like you're mine, Minami. So, here's your PPPH. Oh, there's another thing I want to say too. So you can hear it here. Oh, hi. Oh, hi. I'm gonna rewind it so you can hear it again. So, oops, no. Wow, what did I do? I lost my place. Okay, because sometimes you'll hear it like, oh, hi, which I feel like you hear a lot when people have pin lights. But pretty much all of these, no, I shouldn't say that. Like all of this, you actually don't need a pin light to do this at all. In fact, if I understand correctly, originally pin lights weren't even a part of it. So you can absolutely do like calls without. I actually kind of prefer to do them without light sticks because I like clapping. So like it actually is supposed to be like pachi pachi pachi, like PPP is like for the pachi, and then you go hi. So it's like hi, 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 and you kind of like switch hands as you're clapping. Hi. Hi, and you'll like reach your hand up a little bit when you say hi. Yeah, pachi 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 pachi. Or if you have light sticks, you can do the light stick motion and be like, oh, hi, oh, hi. You kind of do it to the beat. A lot of times you hear that like in a pre-chorus, but it can be in other places too. So that's actually my favorite one to do. No, I don't, it's between that and Ketsa, which you might, I think you see that later in this one too. I think you might get an EA Taiga in this, but I can't remember. You can't really hear them singing along, but a lot of times if you hear this song in particular, like they'll sing some of these lyrics. So you hear like daisuki da, daisuki da, like along with the song. That's pretty common too. I think particularly in like chorus sections, people will cheer. Basically, just it's kind of like singing along with the song, but they'll just cheer certain words. Only thing I know is that a kata is supposed to be used for the solo parts. Yeah, so let me see if I can find the bridge. They might show the crowd doing it. Hold on. It might have gone too far. Okay, here we go. So this is where you would catch up. So I like to do this without light sticks. You clap and then you like reach towards them. So it's like it's supposed to be like you're giving them your energy. So if you do it without a light stick, you like clap and then you like reach your hand out towards them and you're like, you do it with the beat. If you have light sticks, you just like kind of reach your light sticks out. You can't really see the audience in this, but I think you'll see examples of it in later examples that I have. So I've learned so much in a matter of minutes already. Yeah. Again, I'm not like, it's not going to be like a full lesson or anything. I just want to get you guys kind of familiar with what I'm talking about before I tell you what I think is the equivalent for VTubers. I have more examples. I wanted to show you guys this one. This is Cho Tokimeki Sendenbu. I love this song. And this one has something really cute in it called Furikapi. Furikapi is where you kind of do, like you mimic the dance that the idols are doing. I think I've talked to you guys about this before. So it's like, I mean, technically, you could just do the dance. That would be furikapi. If you just know the whole dance, you just do it full out. That's furikapi. But usually the way that you'll see it is it's just like a few moves are going to be replicated. So I'm going to show you here during this chorus. Because you can see the crowd like really good. You can hear, they have good chants in this one too. Let me see if I can find the chorus. Okay, wait. You see how they're doing the dance move with them? Oh my god. They also like, yeah, see they do like the jump that they're doing in the dance. Is that not the cutest thing you've ever seen in your life? I'm gonna make you watch it again. Cycling. It's so cool. Literally the crowd is locked in. Wait, I saw someone say it earlier that this is some sort of comment about the crowd like treating it like it's like an NFL game or something like that. And then I saw, yeah, this super chat, not me desperately mimicking others at Arcane Cafe. Wait, I want to talk about both of those things at once because I think a mistake that I made when I first like tried to get into it is I felt like really self-conscious and I felt like I needed to like memorize the official WOTA and all the moves and do it exactly right in order to like participate at a concert, which is really not the case. In fact, you could hear it. Hold on, I'm gonna play it for you again. I'm gonna make you guys listen to this. If you listen to like the rhythm at the beginning of this, they're so off. To the standard mix. Wow. And you want to know why? It just doesn't matter. It just doesn't matter, you guys. It really doesn't. It's about having fun. And a lot of it, it's like a community building thing. Because it's, I mean, like, all of this just, it's like fans coming together and deciding, you know, it'd be fun if we did this at this point, or what if we did this, or if we yell out at this point. You know what I mean? It's fans collaborating with one another to create an experience that's like fun for them, and also a way to show the idols how much they're enjoying the concert, and how to, like, it's like giving energy and effort back to them, right? And yeah, you guys do know about community building, don't you? So it's really fun. And a lot of it is, yeah, if you're like at a concert or you're at a live and other people really know what they're doing, like you can tell they're like on top of it, a lot of learning it is just copy it. Like you can just listen to what other people are doing and just kind of follow along. And if you mess up, genuinely, it doesn't matter. If you get off beat, it doesn't matter. As long as you're not being like obtrusive to the enjoyment of the show. Like if you're like jumping up and down and like blocking people's view, or like yelling over at like in a way that like you can't even hear the idols anymore, like that would not be okay. But if you're within reason, if you're just doing your best to follow along and cheer along, like that's what it's for. You're there to have fun. You know what I mean? It's just really not that serious. You can just follow along to what other people are doing. Or what I think I took too long to figure out too is like, if nobody's doing anything, like maybe somebody's doing a song and there either isn't official WOTA to it or nobody knows it, just do whatever you want. Like a lot of this is very formulaic. We're going to talk more about that later. But once you start learning like different calls to different songs, you'll realize that like it's very cookie cutter. There's just things that you do at certain parts of the song. Like, you know, you guys have already heard it multiple times now. A lot of times you're going to do the standard mix, which is just a specific chant. It's just a series of words that you'll chant at the beginning. You're going to do that a lot of times in the opening instrumental of the song. That's just kind of like where it fits. And then you're going to catcha during the bridge. And then you're going to PPPH during the pre-chorus, stuff like that. It gets really intuitive later on, and you don't really have to know much about music. As you guys know, I'm not really a music person. Like, I can't read music. I'm not even sure I actually know technically what a downbeat is. I think I just kind of like instinctually understand the downbeat, but I could not like on text actually tell you what a downbeat is. So you don't have to be a music person. Yeah, you can just, learn by experience. You'll just kind of feel it out. But it's meant to be a joyous and fun experience. It's meant to, you know, connect you to the fellow concert goers and to the idols that you're supporting. So you really don't have to overthink it, because that's definitely a mistake that I fall into sometimes too, because it feels like self-conscious. But as long as you're having fun and being respectful to the people around you, you don't have to feel self-conscious. Like, just go for it, is my advice. It's a really good way to express yourself. It really is. When will Phase Connect release an original song we can mix WOTA too? Maybe Runie wants to be the helm of this kind of project. So what's funny is, okay, we're going to get back to this. We're going to get back to this. So put a pin in that and we'll get back to it. I only have one Oshi. Beautiful, sexy, mature, cool, funny, fascinating, talented, hardworking, and inspiring evil woman. Wow, you added some adjectives in there. What the heck? Thank you very much. Mwah. As long as you can count to 4, you're golden. Truly, truly though. You don't need like extensive music knowledge. I think you can already mix to a bunch of the Phase songs. Yeah, we're going to talk a little bit about that later, but I will confirm that, we already have a bunch of songs that you could do some pretty standard WOTA to if you wanted to. Was there anything else I wanted to show you from this one? I don't think so. Oh, here's another one. This is like a guide, which I think is nice. You can hear a lot of the like name calls in this one. So here's the standard mix. Tiger, fire, cyber, fiber, diver, viber. Okay, so... Okay. Oh, I forget. Okay, wait. Hold on. No! Oh my gosh. I put the video like too close to this little bar. Yeah, literally that's what they're saying. So there's actually... So that's like your standard mix. Obviously that's in English. And then there's also the Japanese, and then there's an Ainu version, which is you're basically saying the same thing but in different language, different dialect. And sometimes, usually you'll do like one in the intro, one after the first chorus, and one in the outro. But sometimes if the intro is really long, you might just do like all three back to back, which I actually think is really fun. I forgot that this was an example. I feel like I'm throwing way too much stuff at you guys, but I promise it's not really all that complicated. Yeah. So that's an example of where you would call out like your favorite's name. It's like, you're my number one. A lot of energy, a lot of passion, yeah. You can't see them in this, unfortunately, but you can hear them also clapping. There's your PPH. They're mixing again. Oh, here's more foodie copy. Yeah, you do the points with them. So you don't have to do the whole dance with like the foot movements, but you'll just mimic the hand movements. And there's always, yeah, a lot of times there'll be clapping involved too. The crowd is so hyped. But I think that's part of what makes it so special is because, like, the idol performers are seeing the crowd get so hype, and then the crowd is seeing each other get hype, and it's just very infectious. Like, everybody's influencing each other all together. And, like, the more hype the idols are, the more hype the crowd can get, and vice versa. So it's just a really, really nice experience. It's very fun. When everybody's in it and really passionate and just having a blast. I mean, you can just see how they're smiling right now. You know what I mean? My favorite is when you hear someone like going absolutely crazy and then the idol will break and laugh. It's so good. Oh, to make your Oshi laugh by working way too hard. No, mostly what they're chanting are calls, so it's not in the lyrics. Sometimes you will just like shout the lyrics of the song, but what you're hearing here is not. These are like chants created to go along with the song. It is. And I think if I remember correctly, there's a, oh my gosh, can you stop? I think there's a, I think they gachikoi at the end of this. Yeah, they do. So this is what I did at the very beginning. Yeah! Conquistador! This is basically like confessing your love. I see Good. It's very fun. It is hardcore gatsukoi. Nerds, I would never. So anyway, I love Runie. Ruse, 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 Hey, okay, that's super chat. Put a pin in it. Put a pin in it. Put a pin in it. We're gonna talk about that later. I love idols too. They're so freaking cute. They're so freaking cute. Okay, so you might be wondering, what does this have to do with VTubers though? Like, what does this have to do with VTubers? And hold on. I'll mute it, but I'm gonna make you guys watch this again while I talk. What does this have to do? What does this have to do with VTubers, right? How is this similar to VTuber culture? Me when I mix at every VTuber concert. There is definitely the direct relation, which is that the Pinlight and Wota calls have been integrated into English VTuber communities, and I think it's because it's, you know, rooted in Japanese culture, and so obviously when VTubers became popular in Japan, like idol culture aspects just were baked right into that. And then that also came into when it came into the States. And so that's kind of how this has gotten integrated into like English speaking society in the first place. And so a lot of times when you do go to an English speaking VTuber concert, you are gonna see this. You're gonna see the pin lights, you're gonna hear some calling. I feel like not quite as intense as what you're seeing here. You don't see a whole lot of foodie copy. You don't see a whole lot of like mixing. You're mostly gonna see like hi chants, like hi, hi, hi. Hi. You might get a little bit of like, hi, say no, hi, 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 oh, hi, that kind of thing. But for the most part, unless the VTuber is like singing a really popular song that like a lot of people just already know the Wota for, you might not hear like as hardcore as this, but there is a direct correlation, right? But I also want to talk about outside of concerts. Like, what do we have like this that's outside of concerts? And somebody's already said it, and it literally is a VTuber chat. So imagine if I'm streaming, right? And imagine that my streaming is like a performance, which sometimes it directly is, right? And then I say something. For example, you know, I say, I've never told a lie in my life. Then you guys would directly respond to that in unison with the kiss emote, right? Because you love when I say that because it's so true and you really appreciate that I've never lied to you. And so you spam that specific kiss emote to show your appreciation to me, to show how thankful you are that I've never told a lie in my life. It's a community building exercise. It's something that the community, the viewers, come together and all do together at certain points during the stream, aka the performance. Right? So of course we have like actual singing and dancing and performances where it's like a direct correlation, but then I also just think like the experience of watching a stream and typing in the chat with the fellow viewers and doing things together and consistently responding to certain things in specific ways, right? My she lies as naturally as she breathes. No, I don't. No, I don't. No, I don't. Never lied in my life, you fool. Right? Yeah, it makes it... I mean, some people are always gonna lurk, and that's also fine. This is not the only way to enjoy a VTuber stream. The same way that, like, going to concerts and doing the Wota is not the only way to enjoy idols. I mean, you can be a stay-at-home idol fan. Maybe you don't like going to concerts. Maybe you don't like crowds. Maybe you don't want to cheer or scream or dance. You absolutely don't have to. You can enjoy the experience fully without those things if it's not for you. But for those people who do like that sort of experience, I do think that you get a pretty similar experience in the chat if you're active in the chat of a VTuber, right? The energy and fan engagement reminds me a lot of metal concerts, but with less violence and less shooting flames. I got hit in the head by a vape of moshing Jesus during my last concert. Good times. Oh my goodness. I'm not sure that my brain even comprehended that. Moshing is scary. Moshing is scary. That reminds me. Wait, have I ever told you guys this story about my friend? She was I've had to have told you guys this before. She was kind of like a uptight person. Kind of a goody two-shoes. But she was going through a phase. And she made this big deal to me that she was going to go to a mosh pit. And then the next time I saw her, she had like dislocated her hip. Isn't that so funny? I don't think she went to a mosh pit again. I think mosh pits maybe weren't for her. She was also a very small woman. No, I don't think she liked it. I don't think she did. No, it wasn't me! I've never been to a mosh pit. No, it wasn't a fight pit. I'm not talking in third person. Rude. It's rude. But I also want to say that even not at live, I'm changing the subject back. We're all over the place right now. I feel like even not at like live performances, still like when like English VTubers do like karaoke and stuff, you'll still see like stuff that's very similar to Wolta that basically is, but like in the chat. You know? Like for example, if a certain VTuber were to sing a certain song that went something like one more time, what would you guys do? You would start typing in the chat one more time. You would literally do a fan chant in the chat, right? So you guys already kind of do it. You see what I mean? with arms wide open, what are you talking? Okay. Next I want to talk about call and response. Do you guys know about this? These are examples from Love Live. Oh, I muted it. No! Will this bar go away? Go away so I can interact with the video. Thank you. So it's like where they will introduce themselves in like a specific way. And then the audience will respond. Right? You guys kind of hear it? Do you get it? Right? Okay, you guys get the point. Oh my gosh, I hate this. I hate this. It keeps taking me back. Stop! I'm just trying to interact with a YouTube video. This already happens. I feel like this one's really easy to explain. This one literally already happened. Like, it happens in my chat every stream. Because what do? I say, good evening, horror and chaos be to you in the name of Runie Ruse. Now, lunatics, welcome one another as I shall welcome you. And then you all say, hi, hi. If you're good lunatics. Good lunatics say hi, hi. And not every VTuber does this, but I feel like enough VTubers do this already. But I feel like this is just like a one-to-one comparison from idol culture to English VTuber culture. Hey, the lurkers might say it. They might just say it in their head or say it to themselves, okay? That also counts. There is a shocking overlap between this stuff between idols and metal bands. It's why baby metal works as a group. Call and response all set long. You know, I've never gotten super into metal, but I have heard that kind of thing before. That they do some similar stuff, which I think is pretty cool. There are definitely plenty of other genres that do like call and response type stuff. The same way that like K-pop also does flower stands, you know. K-pop also does pin lights. They don't really do WOTA the same way, but they do have pin lights, you know. Yeah, this one's like a pretty one-to-one. And then we're gonna talk about call guides. So if you guys don't know what this is, and I don't know, maybe people don't call them call guides. I've always called them call guides. Maybe there's an official term that I don't know. But this is an example, and it's another Love Lives. So that's just the easiest ones to find in English. But so a lot of times for concerts, fans will get together and they will like outline important, yeah, it's like a manual. They'll outline like important information, right? For people maybe attending that live event, and they'll even like put in the call and responses. So I found one from an Aqua concert. I'm just gonna show you guys the whole thing so you guys can see what I'm talking about, because it's really cool. So like here's from Aqua's first Love Live, and so they explain what this is. It's a call guide or a book. Free books given by fans of the community in order to help teach and guide you throughout the days of the concert. They're going to teach you the basic calls, etc. Here's the credits to the fans that put it together that you can see here. And then this is a PSA about like some like cultural differences, because with the Love Live concert, you shouldn't really be taking pictures or photos. It's like videos. It's pretty rude. They're just letting you know that because that's not a part of at least like American culture, like American concert culture. That's like totally fine to do. So like trying to warn people that it's different because a lot of people might genuinely not know. Then here's what we just talked about, those call and responses. So you can see they teach you how to do that. And then they teach you some basic calls and chants here. They're going to give you a legend so you can understand the call guides. Wow, this one's actually really detailed. And they're also talking about times that you might change your pin light color, because sometimes fans will coordinate to change their pin light color at like a certain moment. And then here's the songs themselves. So like now they have a page for all the songs that they think might be performed, and then they have the calls here. So you can see like, here's your hi chant. Say no hi, 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 hi. That kind of thing. Here's your PPPH. And then they have this for like the songs. And then they have these like little artworks. I don't think these ones are fan artworks, but sometimes in this you'll get people like fans will put artwork together you know? They'll put like they'll find artists and they'll contribute to the guide, and they'll have like a bunch of fan art and stuff, maybe even like a collective message to the girls even though they might not see it. So yeah, this is a call guide, and I think they're really super cool. And just in general, if you guys like want to get into WOTA, you want to start learning some, I think Love Live in general is a really good place to start because it's just very accessible. The Love Live fans have come through. They're like babies who just watched the anime and have never seen anything about idols before. Let us teach you so that you can really enjoy the full expanse of this experience and have as much fun as you deserve to have, and give back to the girls as much as we can. Make them feel comfortable. Show them that Westerners also love them and appreciate their culture too, you know? And I think it's really, really awesome. So also, another reason I would start with Love Live, if you like Love Live songs, of course, is because a lot of theirs are just super simple. They don't do like super complicated. Like you can see, you don't even see any mix. Like you don't see your Tiger Fire, Cyber Fiber in here. A lot of them are really intuitive. It's like just repeat what they just sang in the song, or just go hi, 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 or like Ketcha. Yeah, it's a super good initiative. I think it's super cool. I've participated in making call guides before for a group that I liked that was coming to the States, and it was a really, really good experience. And then I also had like a meet and greet, so I got my Oshi to sign it for me, which was super, super cool. So what I had worked on with the fellow fans, I have a signature on it, which I thought was awesome. Yeah. So it's really cool. It's a really cool and fun, very fulfilling thing to do. And it's also community building because it brings people together. So that's a call guide. That's what a call guide is. And I think that, okay, don't call me crazy. Don't call me crazy. One, I can just see English VTuber fans doing this. Like if I could genuinely just see you guys doing this without me even ever having told you that this was a thing. Like if I was having a concert with all of my original songs, I could see you guys just doing something like this, or other fandoms as well, right? It just it seems like an easy transition. But I also think that we already have something very similar to this. Don't call me crazy. But with clippers and archivers and people who make websites and stuff like that. So if somebody comes in and they're like,
Wow.
you know, hey, I'm new, I don't understand the warring thing. What's the warring thing about? And then somebody, like another Runetic, can link that person to the clip of when the warring thing was created, right? And teach them about that part of the community. So now they're in on the joke, right? You see what I mean? Yeah. Or maybe they'll say, you know, oh, this is my first time coming to a Runie stream. I really like this one. Like, what other ones should I watch? And maybe they're like, well, if you like karaoke, I made this playlist. Or, you know, if you just want to see like some highlights of certain streams, you can go down in the comments and somebody has already time-stamped highlights of the stream. So if they don't have time to watch the whole stream, they can just click through the timestamps and see the highlights. Or if they want to go back and see like a specific part. Like I feel like there's already so much about English VTuber culture where you guys actively try to make it easy for other people and more accessible for other people to grow in your community and make it welcoming, that it feels very similar to like this aspect. And then I also could see you guys just literally doing this as well. but yeah, they should watch the whole stream. Runie, you're crazy, all right. Crazy cute. Okay, the Dairy is coming. You said it wouldn't come, but the Dairy is coming. I see it. You guys are getting more Dairy as the stream goes on. It's the power of idols. It's bringing out your soft sides. I feel like I in particular have a lot of lore. That might be a weak spot for me as a VTuber. Because I think we have a lot, maybe an abnormal amount of inside jokes. And I also feel like my brand of humor is more like a building type. I feel like I've said this before, where like, I think the only times I'm like really genuinely funny is when I'm building upon like stepping blocks of jokes and like setup over long periods of time, right? Yeah, Oda, yeah, like Oda, rather than just like saying something really funny right away that you could like make into a concise little clip. Like I feel like my best jokes have so much setup that you couldn't just like make it a short. So I'm sorry, Clippers, I'm making your jobs way harder because you have to give context to things all the time. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I could try to be more clippable. But I don't think I'd be good at it. But yeah, so I think the next one is like a summary slide. Yeah. Okay, yeah, so this is just to go over what we said. So you've got like Ota, which I feel like is kind of like chat spam. You've got call guides that are like clips, etc. You've got flower stands that are like posters and gifts. And then you've got call and response, which is like chat and comment traditions, right? Right? The delayed gratification makes it better. You guys do like your delayed gratification. Lest us not forget. But we're not over yet. We have more to discuss. Because, but what are we missing? What are we missing? Because I do think with as many commonalities as we have, I don't think that we're at a point yet in the English VTuber community where it feels like full idol when you go to a concert. So we already have so much of this infrastructure, right? So like, what are we lacking? Like, what's going on, right? I have theories, okay? I have theories. Number one, we have less formulaic songs. So a lot of idol songs, the reason it's really easy to do Oda to them is because they're formulaic. It's like I was saying earlier, you know, you start with a mix, you high sino high high high, you PPPH, you hua hua, ya catcha, you know? And I think that a lot of idol songs are formulaic, not in a bad way. I like the formula. Don't get me wrong. I love the formula. I like it. And they're pop songs, right? But I think with VTubers, the VTuber music is not as much inspired, especially English VTuber music is not as inspired by like J-pop idols as it is by like Vocaloid stuff. It's a different type of inspiration for a lot of the music that you're seeing in the English VTuber sphere, or maybe K-pop. I think more and more we're getting a lot of K-pop inspired songs as well, which are also formulaic, but in their own way, right? And that makes it harder. It's not like bad or good, but it just does make it harder. It just makes it harder to do your typical easy mixes to, because the songs don't follow the same patterns and you have a lot of different types of songs and it's gonna be switching back and forth. So like I said we were gonna talk about it later, like even a song like Apostate, you could absolutely mix at the start of Apostate if you wanted to. You can absolutely mix to that, but you cannot catch I guess maybe you could catch it to the bridge. It's just, it doesn't follow the same formula. So it wouldn't be as plug and play as maybe some other songs would be if they followed more of like your standard J-pop idol sound, if that makes sense. So I think that that's one thing that kind of holds it back from going like full idol. However, I have something to say about this, which is it shouldn't hold people back, because we don't have to follow the same formulas. There's nothing written down in like a rule book that says you have to do exactly these chants. And what's happening all the time is new WOTA is like people just come up with new stuff. Like fans just get together and they come up with a new chant. That happens all the time, especially in like the chica idol scene. You can just make stuff up. The fans, like it's in the fans' hands. So like if the Runetics wanted to get together and make their own, like somebody super chatted earlier, ruse ah, ruse ah, ruse ah. You could. Nobody is stopping. You can literally do that if you want to. It's completely up to you. It's how you guys want to enjoy the song, right? Yes, you could chant mildew if you wanted. You could. Like there's literally nothing saying that you can't. So I think that we shouldn't let this hold people back. I think that the fans should feel the freedom to, get together and come up with the chants. And I think it's important that the fans do it themselves. Maybe that's a little bit of a hot take. Like, I don't want to come up with a chant guide and give it to you because I think it's meant to be community building. It's meant to be like a love letter from fans, like to the idol. So like, it wouldn't be as meaningful if I just told you guys what to do. I think if you want WOTA to my songs, then you guys should do it however you want to do it, right? Get together, organize it, make it happen, or don't make it happen. You enjoy the concert how you want to. It's like really in your hands. And you don't have to standard mix, you don't have to PPPH, you don't have to do any of that. You can just come up with whatever chants that you want to. And so I don't think that we should let that hold us back. However, there's other issues that kind of tie into that, which is that we don't do a lot of repeated performances, is what I've noticed. And this might change as the community grows. I think a big reason for this is that a lot of people don't have a lot of original songs. A lot of VTubers might only have one original song. I think there's kind of like a cultural pressure. Like, let's say let's say I did my concert at Arcane Maid Cafe. So hypothetically, they invite me back and I'm gonna perform there again. I think there's this like kind of weird pressure in the community right now. Like I should do new songs. Like I can't just do the songs that I did before. I would need to do a new set list. And especially with streams, like if you're doing karaoke, like you should do new songs. But I do think that that contributes to a little bit of a lack of like WOTA gay in the community, because part of it is like learning the song and seeing other people do it and then getting to do it multiple times. So like, for example, in my opinion, I think that every single concert that Uraka performs in, especially like live concerts, she should do the FU song. It's short, it's hers, it's iconic, people love it. And she should do it literally every single time. And if the fans want to chant along with it, they should be able to get to do that every single time that she performs. In my opinion, she can do whatever she wants. That's just my opinion. Also, I'm so sorry, Pippa Senpai, but I think that if Pippa's gonna perform, I think you guys know what song that I think she should sing every single time. She should do it every time. I think we need to be less afraid of repeating songs. And I think that because not every VTuber is going to have their own original songs that they can just like make theirs and do over and over again, I think that we should just start picking iconic songs. I was really thinking about this today, and like I think we should just start picking iconic cover songs. You know what I mean? Yeah. I was just thinking that because, like, some Hololive talents definitely have that, where there's like one song that they got
Wow.
bunch of like really good feedback doing it in karaoke, and then the fans want to hear them sing it in karaoke every time they sing. I think that's great, and I think that we should have things like that, right? So you're going to start singing Forbidden? I think I should. I was really thinking about this. I think I should. And like, not because it's iconic because I'm really good at it or you guys even wanted it, but because it's special to me. I just think I should sing Ipai Ipai when I perform. I just think if I perform, I should sing Ipai Ipai because I love the song. It's a cover, but it's special to me. You know what I mean? And if you guys hear it a lot, then you guys get that opportunity to like really become well acquainted with the song and the calls and things like that, right? It's a little bit harder when it's online, obviously. It would be better and easier if this was like live performances, but I do think that it could apply to, live streams as well. Oh, I should put my BGM back on. I can shout Daisuke at the end. Exactly! Like, you guys will learn, like, because, okay, like, here's scenario A. Here's scenario A, right? I'm doing a live performance at a convention. And I have, like, this set list. Maybe I'm gonna do Apostate, Forbidden, Ipai Ipai, and, like, 2 other songs. And so you guys get together and you learn or create the WOTA for those 5 songs, and you practice it, you go to the show, you perform it, and then a few months later I perform at Convention B. And I don't do any of those songs. This time you have to learn 5 new songs, right? I just think that specifically for if you want to cultivate like a WOTA culture, it would be better to do at least some of the same songs, you know? Like maybe I could do those same 3 songs and 2 new songs, right? If you even know the set list beforehand. Thank you for that wonderful transition. In my personal opinion, I think if we're putting on concerts, the fans should know what the set list is. 100% the fans should know what the set list is if you want WOTA culture. If you're not interested in building WOTA culture, then you don't have to worry about this. Then none of this matters to you. This is specifically like, if we want more of that in the English VTubing sphere, then we need to know what the set lists are. I think for like a karaoke stream, again, yeah, whatever. I mean, you guys aren't together, nobody can hear you, you know, it's different, you know. However, for live concerts, like at a convention or something like that, I really think you should know the set list. That way people know what they're gonna do. Doesn't the set list ruin the surprise? I don't think so. Because here's the problem is, if they're surprised by all the songs that you sing, they don't know the WOTA. Especially considering that our songs are less formulaic, what you're gonna end up with is basically exactly what we have, where everybody just kind of like awkwardly waves a light stick and goes, hi, 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 because they don't know how to do anything else, and that's not their fault because they didn't have any, you know, they didn't have any time to prepare. They might not even know the song, they might have never even heard the song before. It might be a song that's a completely different vibe than what you would normally mix to, you know? Yeah, you could always keep maybe 1 or 2 songs a surprise, but I think that the fans should at least know, like, specifically, again, if you don't care about this stuff, and this culture means, like, you don't really care if it becomes a thing or not, then it's not a problem. You do whatever you want. But, like, for me, I think from now on, if I'm performing somewhere live, I want to tell you guys what I'm performing ahead of time, so that if you want to look into the WOTA for the song, you can be prepared, you know? Right? But But that's because I would like... I mean, it's like... I guess it's a self-centered thought in the end. Because it's something that I enjoy doing. So, from my perspective, I'm like, I love being able to do this. I love it. And therefore, the Runetics will also like it. Which may not be the case. Maybe you guys aren't interested in this kind of stuff. But because it's special to me, because I've had such wonderful, amazing experiences with it, it's like, I want to force it down your throats. But also because I really think you guys would like it though. There's just so many commonalities. I see so much in common between J-pop idol fans and VTuber fans. Even in the English communities, I just really think that you guys would vibe. I think you would vibe. As I've been outlining this entire stream. The Jesus Mosh concert was a playthrough of 2 albums of the 2 headliner bands. It was still fun, even though we knew they would play. I mean, yeah, like, it's kind of like, you know, when you go see an artist and they're, like, touring an album, you know they're gonna sing the songs from the album, right? And then maybe a few of their other hits. So I think it's even in the West, it's still pretty common to have at least some idea of what songs that they're gonna be doing. You know? And then here's like the real kicker, which I've already like pointed to quite a few times, is that we do have less opportunities for people to perform. I think that'll get better over time, you know? There'll be more and more opportunities. But I do think that because fans don't have a lot of chances to get together, sorry, I got the hiccups. Don't have a lot of chances to get together to even do this kind of stuff in the first place. Like, that's just gonna stunt the growth of any sort of like WOTA community, kind of where it started, you know? But it'll just get better over time. As VTubers grow and get more popular in the West and in English-speaking communities, we'll just have more opportunities to do physical event type performances where the fans can get together. FaceCon 4 times a year. I wish. Maybe your wallets don't, but I wish. But I do want to think of ways to encourage, like, ways that people can connect even online. Because that's the other thing that's unique about VTubers, is that it's a different medium. So I think as the community grows and as we brainstorm together, I think there will be ways that I can't think of now, but there will be ways to kind of like integrate this into online things. Like for example, like let's say Apostasy. So you guys know in Apostasy, during the bridge in the music video, I start headbanging and like the purple juice kind of spreads everywhere like blood, and it's like, sorry, the pink juice, and the pink goes everywhere, and there's like, the screen gets very pink and there's pink splatters. So you guys could do something like spam pink emojis in the chat at that part of the song. It's kind of like your digital version of changing your pin light to a certain color at a time in the song. You're like, that's just a tradition that you do when I sing the song, you know. That's just like something that came to mind, you know, something like that. You have nightmares about that bit? No, you don't. Things like that. Banging our heads against fruit might not make a powerful save. Yeah, bang your head against your screen when that part comes up in the song. Just headbang right into the screen. And then my chat goes dead. Nobody's typing anymore because you all have concussions and have to go to the hospital. And that's how I know you really love me. that be crazy? No, don't do it. Yeah, I think that there's like more creative ways that fans and other VTubers will undoubtedly come up with to integrate this more so that you can kind of get similar experiences, but even offline. You're toxic, Oshi. Not me. Not me. So. Alright, babes, what do you think? What are your thoughts? That is my conclusion. What do you think? Is VTubing the closest thing that an English-speaking audience has to idol culture? Sudden influx of concussion cases. Monitor sales go up. There you go. No thoughts, concussion time? No, I took it back. I said not to really do it. Yes, yes. You don't think at all? Oh my gosh. That's awesome. I would like to stop thinking sometimes. I think it makes sense. There's so much similarity since it's inherently rooted in. Yeah. It's the roots coming out. I'm glad that you're into it. Thank you. It's very, very fun. Again, it's definitely not the only way to enjoy an idol concert or a VTuber concert at all. But for the people who like that sort of thing, it's really, really cool, I think. I feel like people had some good arguments for metal concerts. I know! I would speak on it if I knew more about it. Because I've definitely heard this kind of thing before. I need someone who is experienced in metal to educate me. What VTubers like metal concerts? You have a new life goal now? What the heck? Cute! I think you should try this game called Dead by Daylight Mayhaps. That is off topic. However, once we finish this discussion, maybe I'll talk about that. Wow! I just stayed on topic, you guys. That's crazy. I resisted going off on a tangent to stay on topic. That's insane. Wow. Ricky Poppet is a metal connoisseur. Oh, I missed it. There was another name that I missed. Oh, Katarina? I didn't know that about Katarina. Eva Ananova. Oh man, some that I don't know. Like, that's surprising. As you guys know, I literally watch FaZe and Hololive. I'm such an awful VTuber fan. I watch FaZe and Hololive. And my friends. That's like it. You just gotta learn not to randomly punch people. Yeah. If I punch someone, it's not gonna be random. I would hate that. Have you found them from me? Aren't FaZe your friends? That's true, they are. I guess I was just trying to think of a way to express that I do watch some that aren't in FaZe because they're my friends. Idols, VTubers, and wrestling. Holy Trinity, yeah, wrestling! No. It's funny because I feel like wrestling has a lot in common with VTubers. And then VTubers has a lot in common with idols. And therefore, by association, idols and wrestling also have things in common with each other. Yeah, the kayfabe. Wrestler outfit. I've never really gotten into wrestling, though I think it would be fun. It does seem like something I could get into easily. And I do think wrestling outfits are very cute. Wow. If you watch Baby Metal's live performance of Road of Resistance, you'd see that metal concerts and idol concerts are like 99% the same. I've seen a good amount of baby metal footage, concert footage. I used to be really into baby metal. In fact, I knew a few of their songs and their dances back in the day. But you know, they do a lot of the, from my memory, in the concerts they do a lot of towel waving, where they like take the towel and they spin it in a circle. You guys know what I'm talking about? You have like your little sweat towel, and they like shake it, which I'd only ever associated with like sports fans. Is wrestling just Western idols? No! VTubers are Western idols! VTubers!
Wow.
You should look up Maki Ito if you ever have a chance. An idol turned wrestler! And she shows how close the two subjects are. Wait, that's awesome. I think I've heard of her, actually. If you headbang, keep your back straight and don't hunch over. Yeah, that's like, I learned that when I learned the dance for Headbanger by Baby Metal. Because I used to know that whole dance. Actually, I used to be so in shape. This is how in shape I was. That I could literally do that dance while singing the song. And I could headbang and sing the song. I can't do that anymore. If I tried to do that, I would be like... I'll tell you the most impressive thing that I could ever do. Hold on. I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna pull it up. Man, I'm so used to being on my actual browser. So I use Firefox for things with stream. And I don't use Firefox for literally anything else. So, like, for example, just now, I typed U and just hit enter into the bar because on my actual browser that I do stuff on, if I do that, it's just gonna bring up YouTube because I bring up YouTube so often that that's all I have to do. I can just type in YOU and YouTube's gonna come right up. But I don't use this browser, so if you type U into the search bar, it doesn't bring up YouTube. Yeah, I was searching for you guys. I was searching for you. Don't worry, I can find you now. Those ats may have gone away, but what happens on the internet stays on the internet. Isn't that what they say? I can look back at any time. I won't forget what your real usernames are. This is like a dance cover of it, but it's a really good shot of the dance, so maybe I'll show you this one. I love this song, by the way. Actually, no, I'm gonna show you this really early performance of it. This is Momoiro Clover. Yodo Sanka. This song is so cute. It's like businessman's anthem. Oh, sorry. I'm sorry, it's loud. I could fast forward to the chorus. I'm not going to. This is my favorite song of theirs. I'm so obsessed with it. That's a lie. My favorite song of theirs is Santa Song. This is my year-long appropriate favorite song. But I listen to Santa Song like probably once a week. I'm not even gonna lie. I love that song so much. For you. I love singing while doing squats and then jumping around. It's so cute. This dance is so cute. It's so cute. It's so fun. Space pirates! Their space pirate outfits are so... That was actually one of the references for Space Opera 9000. I was like, space opera theme? Momoko? They're so cute. Oh, and here you can see Foodie Copy in the audience, right there. Dang, I still remember most of them. I'm just gonna start doing this again. I'll get in freaking shape. They're not actually space pirates. They're actually like the theme is like Power Rangers type idol theme. But they do all kinds of crazy stuff. So in one of their early like iconic songs, they were dressed up like space pirate. Yeah, Super Sentai, Kamen Rider, yeah, that kind of thing. You guys want to hear them rap? Do you guys want to hear them rap? It's so good. 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 But also, this reminded me of another song that I used to do that also has squats in it. Hold on, I'll show it to you after this. But yeah, if you sing this song while dancing it, you'll die at the end. like Miki, I would die. The music video to this is also like super cute. They're like at a bar with like their like ties hung around their head as if they've like as if they've been working all day and now they're drinking their sorrows away. It's so freaking cute. Let's see if I can find it. Here we go. This song is actually just a workout. It's kind of like iconic. This move. Yeah, we didn't even talk about alt idols today. The one we listened to before was Rodo Sanka. This is Thousand Crickets. See, they're stretching now. They're stretching. Alt idols. Alternative idols. I forgot I also had the headbang in this one too. Yeah, keep that back straight, everybody. Alternative to like your traditional pop idol. It's perfect headbang. Headbang. And now they squat for the entire rest of the song. They're actually not singing in this video, but when they do it live, they sing. They literally they do this and they sing it. And when I say they squat, like they squat for the rest of the song. Literally, they squat for the rest of the song. It's so good though. This song goes so hard. This song got my mom into idols a bit, 'cause she likes them. She'll listen to them sometimes. She likes the song. Euphoria could do this in 3D. We could. Maybe I'll force them to. It goes so hard. It's so good. I think that the balance between idol, Vocaloid, and lead culture makes it more approachable in comparison to J idols, which can look intimidating at a glance. We'd love to see how the beat-tubing blends can manifest more uniquely in events, concerts, etc. Yeah, that's a really good way to put it. Very succinct. The back of her jacket just says bitch. They're all idols, you see. Oh yeah, also Magna, rare pool, a super rare pool. Actually, just bonkers. I love idols. Okay, wait though. I have another one though. I started learning this dance, but then I didn't finish it. I would like to, finish learning this one day. Because this song is also a workout. It's like literally a dance that is a workout. Except, like actually. So you guys might have heard this one before. Have you guys heard this? Yeah? Yeah, it went very viral. I was very, very happy for them. It's a very, very cute song. This song, it's like going through like really typical like shoujo, like tropes, like romance tropes. It's kind of like, you know, like what if we were childhood friends, or like what if we hated each other and were enemies but then started to like each other. It's like going through all of these things. Basically just like imagining a bunch of like romantic scenarios with the person that you have a crush on. It's so cute. Like fanfic writers. It's so cute. My cute aggression. No! Customer testicles, why would you say that? Silence! Silence! Okay. Okay. Now you guys, you get to see what we're talking about. I love them so much. Space Pirates. This was on the mood board for space opera. This is why you guys should be into idols. Oh yeah, yep. This is where the glow sticks come from. Yep. Wait, can I show you guys? Okay, what time is it? Like, okay. I'm gonna show you guys one more thing. They actually ended up breaking up, which makes my heart break. But I can't decide which one to show you guys. There's so many really good songs, but I feel like I should show you like the iconic, like what they, I feel like what people know them for. So there was an idol group that specifically was like hags. So like late 20s, early 30s, called Predia. This is probably, I think, one of their more popular songs because it's very like memeable. Don't get me wrong, I love the song. They have a lot of really good songs and a more mature sound. So for all of you hag lovers, what you need. Hag lovers in this stream? The lyrics are it's about eating yummy foods. Don't you understand? Yeah, yeah. Is this the male fantasy? guess.
Wow.
Are there any witch idols in groups? Oh, I'm sure there are. 100% there are. There's like everything. No one in chat is gonna say no. The best you'll do is neither conform nor deny. It's Hotel Sunset by Predia. The dance to this one's really cute too. In general, they had like pretty simple dances, which I appreciate. They weren't going crazy, okay? Yeah, he just wanted to work, man. Also, did y'all spot the tiny hat? The affection I have for that tiny hat. Oh no! Oh no! Did you guys like it? They're not together anymore, unfortunately. But yeah, there's idol groups for everything. I'm trying to remember what their name is. There's probably multiple. There's one like pretty well-known one. And like their whole shtick is that they're all pretty overweight. They're really, oh, I can't remember what their name is. I wish I could remember because I'd show them to you. But then like, there'll be like literally like little kid groups, you know, like little kids, which I also think can be really cute. Or they'll have like themes, like I'm sure, I can't think of a witch one, but I'm sure there is like a witchy one. Stuff like that. So. Yeah, well, you have like, for example, the world standard, Wasura. Yeah, they always have cat ears. That's like their thing. Like they're like always wearing cat ears. I mean, they don't have to have themes. Sometimes it's just like cute. Like they're just cute. Sometimes they'll kind of switch directions a little bit too. There's a group that I used to follow. I don't want to say them because I'm going to say something negative about it, so I'm not going to say which one it is because I'd hate to speak negative of them, but I really liked them in the beginning. When they were smaller, they were very, like they had kind of like a darker sound. I'll probably cover one of their songs one day, but like edgier sound, more like rock and kind of gothic. I don't know, like they had a really cool image that was very unique and fun, but they kind of ended up pivoting to being a little more like cookie cutter idol stuff, more like pop music, and it just never felt the same to me. I was sad that they pivoted. There's a really cute group that's like their whole thing is Minkoi girls. They do calligraphy. That's like their shtick. That they all know calligraphy, which I think is really cute. Yeah. So, I was talking about Minkoi girls do the calligraphy. I said I was only going to show you that one. I'm going to show you one more just because I think it's fun. I'm going to make you listen to one more. If I can find it. Because it also has like, yeah, I found it. because I think that idol stuff, it can be like what you guys saw with like the ski video, where it's just like really like saccharine, cute. And it can also be like more cool. And then kind of like, it can even be like sexy, like you guys saw with Hotel Sunset. But then like along the lines of Momoi or Clover, it can also just be bonkers. Like they can be really wacky. But this is the kind of thing that made me fall in love with idols. Like what I'm about to show you is what made me lock in. I was like, oh, this is for me. This is my hole. And this dance is so cute and fun. Where's my quality? What the heck? Wow, sorry. English Google is saying no witch hat idols. There are. You know what? I'll do a deep dive. I'll find them for you. I'll find them. Isn't it so fun? The dance is so ridiculously fun. They also have a great rap section in this. There's pinnacle of J-pop rap. Everything I love about cute women rapping. I actually don't know what this song's about, you guys, by the way. I think I've looked up the lyrics a few times and been like, okay, I don't know. It doesn't matter. It's cute, that's what matters. Yeah? It's a good song, isn't it? I lied again. I'm gonna show you guys one more for real. One more for real. One more for real. Because I can't be sitting here showing you videos without doing at least one from one of my favorite groups of all time. So I'm also doing so many throwbacks too. You guys are think that I don't listen to modern music. You'd be right. But I don't want you to think that. I'm trying to think of which one to show you. I want to do a fun one that I love.
Wow.
Let's. Oh my god, they look so baby in that. They look so baby. Okay, this one's from Inazuma 11, and I know the dance to this one, so I'm making you guys watch this one. This is Ryusei Boy from Berry's Kobo.
Oh, 480p. We're in 480p, babes.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm forever 19. This is also a very fun dance. One, two, three, go! I miss the era where almost all J-pop songs had like some like rapper hype man guy just making random noises in the background the whole time. So good. Yeah, classic feel. It is a classic. I love you. This is my favorite part of the dance. I just like jumping. It's so dumb. I love it. Yeah, this song was used in Inazuma 11. Fun fact, which is actually how I found out about Berry's Cobalt. Imagine that. I heard the song and I was like, wait a minute. Sports anime can pause, because what is this work of magnificence? Inazuma 11 is, it's a soccer. So the number is like referring to the soccer team. That's the anime. This is Berry's Cobalt, is the group. They also have a really iconic song called, I think it translates literally to like I've been an idol for 10 years. So they have this song that they did after 10 years of being an idols. I'm not gonna play it because it'll make me emotional, but it's a really heartfelt song. One, it's like catchy and fun, but like when you look into the lyrics, it's kind of like talking about like things and experiences that maybe their friends had that they missed out on, but then also like how important it was to them and stuff, and like the choices that they made. And one of the things I really like in it is like it's got like this sound effect of like a horse, like a workhorse. Like it's a really nice song. But I have to go. If I keep going forever, I'll never stop. I'll never stop. It has to end at some point. We can't keep going forever. Thank you guys. Thank you guys so much for coming. Because I gotta take a shower and go to bed. I gotta work. I have to do work. But thank you guys so much for coming. Thank you for letting me talk about idols. Did I ruse anybody with... Because I feel like everybody just knew. You guys called me out so fast. Did I ruse anybody with the IDLE thing? No. What the heck? A little me. Okay, as long as I got at least one. If I got at least a few of yous. Yeah, you're too used to it. I have to come up with more creative ways. I've used wordplay too much. You guys are so used to wordplay. I love hearing you talk about your hobbies and passions. It's so much fun. Thank you. Once again, I'm definitely far from an expert, not an expert by any means. In fact, I may have even gotten some things slightly wrong or off, but this is, you know, from my perspective, some of my thoughts and feelings and some of the things that I do know. So I hope you learned something. I hope you had fun. More importantly, as long as it's not a graduation stream. I didn't even talk about that, but I guess that's not super unique to the English VTuber sphere, but that is also direct to idol culture comparison. Because when an idol leaves a group, it's also called a graduation. So that's why they call VTubers leaving a graduation. This is what they call it for idol groups. So, the real male fantasy is a cute hag yapping about her hobbies passionately. Really? Pizza, mango, and banana. Hot the spot is in Havana. All right. You got truly watching idol stuff has gotten your dairy side right out. I knew it would work. All right. Next time you guys are being too soon, I just turn on the idol music and you'll melt. You'll melt. Man, this has been so fun. Thank you so much, Runie. I love. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. You can't help it? Yeah, that's right. You can't help it. When am I streaming again? Am I streaming on Thursday? What are we doing Thursday? Are we playing Resident Evil? Okay, yeah. Sorry, I didn't put my waiting rooms up this week because I was being way too lazy. I I just don't feel like doing it. But yeah, so tomorrow I am off, but on Thursday I will be playing Resident Evil 1, and we're gonna do Chris's route. So I've already done Jill's route, but we're gonna do Chris's route. Hopefully I can get through it a whole lot faster than I did with Jill's route. I've heard that this one is actually pretty similar, like actually pretty similar this time. So let's see. We'll see what happens. Let's just say I'm not gonna say that you know, I'm not gonna say that I'm gonna beat the game in one go. I've made that mistake once. It shan't be made again. For the record, Runetics, you did say it. You literally said it. Whatever. You did when? I don't know. Deleted VODs. Well, I've left them out there for you to discover. Like the One Piece. Are you playing tank controls with Chris? I'm considering it. I'm leaning towards no. Not because I don't want to. I actually really want to. I think it would be fun. But I'm leaning towards no because I do want to get to Resident Evil 3. I don't want to do things that are gonna make it make it take longer, basically. So what I really want to do is do it tank controls, and I want to do it on the hard mode. But instead, I think I'm gonna do it regular controls, and I might even do it easy mode. We'll see. I'll decide. I'll do it standard or easy. We'll see. The VOD is real. Can we get much longer? Hey, my streams aren't that long. Ear Trumpet, thank you so much for the gifted. Thank you. Mwah. Yeah, just to like get it done faster, right? So we still have to have the 6-hour, 6-minute stream, but I can't do that on a Thursday. Though I am off on Friday. So I could stream a little bit longer than usual if I feel like it. Because I am off on Friday. But I also have to get up early because I have to prep the stream. I have a lot of really fun and exciting things that I have to prep for you guys that I think you're really, really going to enjoy. So make sure that you save your Friday night for me, okay? Zen, thank you so much for the 5 gifted memberships. Thank you. Gifted memberships. Woo! Gifted memberships. Hooray! Gifted memberships. Hooray! Hooray! Gifted memberships. Wow! Make sure you say thanks now. Gifted memberships today. Hooray! Da-da! Fireball wiper! Is that what you wanted? Why did you say that sinister like? I don't know. I think, why did you read into it sinisterly? Seems like a you problem. You guys, I'm ending stream. It's bittersweet, but I must say farewell. Give glory to the runes, for my love and affection is forever with you. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, everybody. Bye-bye.